Right,
our buddy,
we'll play this guy again.
our buddy
and
Caitlin,
keep playing him
had an accident in Malibu.
Hopefully we can.
Did it sideline her?
Keep beating him.
I don't know. I think, and that. But by the way, that's the attitude that makes a champion. That's really the attitude that makes a champion. She's like, I don't think she meant to do it. I think circumstances being what they were, unfortunately, she ended somebody's life in her vehicle. But, you know, the term onward and upward exists for a reason. It's not, I mean, I didn't just invent it. It's actually a thing that people say, onward and upward. I auditioned for a movie recently. I didn't get it. And yet still, my manager said onward and upward. We actually just went next, but I wish he said onward and upward. He just went next, which is maybe what Caitlin said, next. Maybe she was like, next. Or maybe this guy was just next. Or our buddy Alec Baldwin maybe was like, next. I don't know. I don't know. I am not a genius. We know, Tim. But I do have some insight into the human condition, and people often have to move on. They must move on. And that really is an important part of life. And I think that, you know, this man, this is a horrible thing that this girl died. It was not nice that he called her a retard after hitting her with his car. But that is what he believed caused the accident. In fairness to him. And he's probably not an eloquent person. I look at him and I go, he's maybe not an eloquent, yeah, that is not an eloquent man. That is not a man who went to Yale. So that is not a man who, he's probably inarticulate. He doesn't exactly know how to express his emotions in a way that wouldn't offend. Like saying, like if I were him, I would have said, this is a great tragedy. I'm so sorry she just jumped out of nowhere. Nobody was watching her. It seemed like something maybe was wrong with her. I wouldn't have said, why is this taking more than 5 minutes? That retard jumped out. I wouldn't have said it. Those were his words, not mine. Those were his words, not mine. But this is a man who understands the need to put the past behind him. You know? There's many. And by the way, how different is he than Bill Clinton? Not too different. Bill Clinton's like, let's leave it there. Let's leave the past there. Onward and upward. Let's move on. You think Bill Clinton wants a real examination of the pit? No, America's best days are ahead of her.
Jesus, what?
It's time to move on.
Missed this part of the move.
That's why he brought the Newsoms to Mexico, to talk about the future.
I could have just...
That's what they were discussing, not the past. Talk about the future and what it will bring and all the good things that are going to come. You know? And that's what this guy was doing in his own way with his little shitty car on a side street, driving a little fast, killing this poor girl. Nothing good about any of that. But he was just doing what Bill Clinton was doing. Life's a weird, random place. This guy's going, let's move on. Clinton's in a luxury resort in Mexico, essentially saying the same thing. Let's move on. How many lives did Clinton ruin? More than that guy. Probably. Right? Yeah. So it's just interesting. Random. Odd. But that's what we're doing here. Can't make sense of it.